itching to slam the rich nevertheless by taxing them out. But lots of states are trying to actually reel them in. In South Carolina, for example, they're pushing big tax breaks for millionaires who invest in small businesses. My next guest says that's a good idea, and he knows a thing or two about the rich. He made a living by following how rich folks were living. Former Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous host Robin Leach, who has, I think, one of the most distinct voices on the planet. I'd love you to do like my answering machine. Just, you've reached the Cavuto rep. No. How are you?
I'm very well. But unfortunately, Neil Cavuto is out at this moment, driving in his open-top Rolls-Royce along the beaches of Saint-Tropez.
Benny, you got that? Just set it to record. You are not a fan of what's going on here.
No, I think it's deadly dangerous, and I don't use those two words lightly. Look, what Obama is proposing, you've got to cut right down to it. It is socialism. It is so ugly and evil. It doesn't work. It's never worked. And we went through this in Britain until Maggie Thatcher came along and rescued us from a fate worse than what's going to happen here.
He takes great umbrage to that socialist description.
Well, of course, because it's the truth.
He says, I'm trying to level the playing field.
What is level the playing field? It's a colloquial, warm, fuzzy expression that means I'm a socialist.
Okay. I'm going to try this one on you. They argue that over the last 10 years, 20 years more to the point, the rich have lopsidedly benefited from what's been going on. And they believe that the only way to correct that, Robin, is to bring the rich down by paying more in taxes.
Punish the rich. Whip the rich.
Right.
Make them as middle income and as poor as the people who aren't rich.
I heard from a U.S. politician, Robin, who said, look, the top rate used to be 90% in this country. We have a hell of a long way to go. What do you think of that?
Frightening, because at one point in Britain it was 99%.
What did they do when it was 99%? Surely no one paid that.
There were more people who paid it than didn't pay it.
Really?
And it looked like the end of the world. Because what happens is if you remove the monetary supply from the economy and turn it over to politicians and the government to administer, you know that everywhere you turn, be it a bush that costs $300,000 to plant in a road or a GSA conference in Las Vegas, government wastes money. Government cannot run anything efficiently. Government breeds corruption and laziness because it is a we do not care philosophy. It's rich people and it's private enterprise and it's small business owners who go out there and bust their humps to make progress in whatever line of work they're doing. It's in our human nature. But then there's this other group of people who think that the money should be taken away from the go-getters and the do-gooders because they are not going to do it and they can't do it and they won't do it. And for as long as you have a president who is whipping up this racial war and this economic divide, which he's doing quietly, but some of us see through it, you begin to realize that level the playing field is truly socialism.
Wow. I don't know how to top that.